It was a sparkling summer day in Shimmering City, with the purple sky glittering with stardust. The crystal trees swayed gently, casting a magical glow, and the streets echoed with the joyful sounds of children. One of these voices belonged to Sophie. 10-year-old Sophie, with her huge smile and sparkling eyes, was truly a sunchild. But it wasn't just her smile that radiated warmth, it was her big heart. Sophie's family lived a modest life, but the most valuable lesson they taught her was to help those in need. Her mother often used to say, "My dear, even one small act of kindness can make the world a more beautiful place." Sophie had taken these words to heart. That day, on her way home from the Crystal School, Sophie was walking along the luminous paths. In a corner, she noticed an old fairy resting against a stone. The fairy's tired wings were drooped, and her eyes were filled with sorrow. A small basket was by her side. Sophie immediately walked over and asked in a sweet voice, "Hello, ma'am. Are you okay? Do you need any help?" The old fairy replied in a weary voice, "Oh, thank you, child. I'm feeling a bit weak, and I don't have the strength to get home." The fairy's home was nearby, but her aging body struggled to carry her. Without a second thought, Sophie said, "I'll help you, ma'am. I'll carry your basket and hold your arm, and we can walk slowly to your house." A faint smile appeared on the old fairy's face. "Thank you so much, child. You have a very kind heart." Sophie took the fairy's basket. It was heavier than she had expected, but she didn't complain. Holding the old fairy's arm, they began to walk at a slow pace. The sun was at its peak, and the temperature was rising, but there wasn't a trace of complaint on Sophie's face. Along the way, she chatted with the fairy, asking her about her home and her childhood. Sophie was fascinated by the old fairy's stories about the magical past of Shimmering City. When they finally arrived at the fairy's house, the old fairy gratefully held Sophie's hands. "Thank you so much, my dear child. It's thanks to kind-hearted children like you that our world becomes even more beautiful." Sophie smiled. "You're welcome, ma'am. I'm just glad you're safe." After placing the basket inside, she asked one last time about the fairy's well-being, and then headed towards her own home. The kindness Sophie showed that day didn't just make one old fairy happy. Her helpful nature was noticed by others in Shimmering City. That evening, Sophie's mother heard wonderful things about her from their neighbors. One neighbor had said, "Your daughter is truly like an angel. She walked the old fairy all the way home in that heat." Her mother's heart swelled with pride. It made her so happy to know her daughter had such a beautiful heart. The next day at school, Sophie's friend Lily took a handful of star-shaped candies out of her pocket and offered them to Sophie. "Sophie, I heard you helped the old fairy yesterday. That was such a wonderful thing to do. Here, these are for you." Sophie was surprised. "Thank you, Lily." That day, Sophie, along with Lily, told her other friends about the importance of being helpful. She told them how even a small act of kindness could make a huge difference in someone's life. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, and Sophie grew, so did her kindness. She helped friends who were struggling with their lessons. She picked up someone who had fallen on the street, and she fed a hungry animal. She tried to do her best at every opportunity. And you know what? Every act of kindness Sophie performed, like a seed planted in the soil, caused other acts of kindness to blossom around her. Sophie's friends also began to be more helpful, inspired by her. People in Shimmering City started helping each other more, and the sense of community grew stronger. Years later, Sophie became a beloved and respected person in Shimmering City. Everyone still remembered her as the smiling, helpful sunchild. And Sophie knew that life's most beautiful gift was being the reason for a smile on someone else's face. Because true happiness multiplied the more you shared and helped others. Just like the glow of Shimmering City, kindness spreads, warming and illuminating the world. Remember, children, even your smallest act of kindness can make a huge difference. Listen to your heart and never hesitate to help those around you. Plant the seeds of kindness, and the world will become a more beautiful place.